So, you want to start earning money doing Doordash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and Spark and Roadie and other gig apps like that? And you just not real sure if it's worth it? In today's video, I'm going to go over a few pros and cons of doing these online apps. So y'all stick around. The good and the bad of gig life. Let's start with the cons or negatives. Number one, there is no guarantee how much you will earn daily or in a week. From day to day, you just do not know. And number two, you are responsible for your taxes. And that's the kicker there. And let's see, what else is there? There's no paid vacation or sick time or anything like that. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. Number four, you will be using your own vehicle, which means a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle. You'll also be putting a lot of miles on there too. Since you will be driving a lot more than normal, your chances of being involved in an accident will also increase. Keep that in mind too. And speaking of vehicles, number five, if your vehicle goes down, if it breaks down on you for any reason, you're down too. Unless you have a backup plan. If you've got a second vehicle or whatever, you're in good shape. If you don't, you might want to consider that. Because you can't just call up your boss or your buddy and say, hey, can you give me a ride to work? Because it ain't the same. Because your vehicle, whether it be a bicycle, motorcycle, car, truck, SUV, van, whatever, that is your job. So without that, you're down. Okay, that's kind of the negative things. There's more things, but now that we've gone over a few of the cons of using gig apps, let's talk about a few positives. Number one, you are your own boss. Unless you're married. Just kidding. But seriously, you're pretty much your own boss, and you write your own schedule. So keep that in mind. Your schedule should be based on the demand, the business, lunch and dinner hours and stuff like that. So if you don't like working evenings and nights, might not be your cup of tea, but that's one of the benefits is you kind of work when you want to, kinda. Number two, you will at times have free time to work on other things like reading, or if you're into writing, if you're into photography, or you can just work on other jobs, like little side hustles. You can do like the eBay thing where you go shopping at the thrift stores and you do garage sales. You got time between these deliveries to go to places like that, find other things, put them up for sale. And that's another little side hustle. So you got the freedom of the time. You're a little flexible, pretty flexible on that. And number three, if something does come up and you can't work, there's no boss to call. You are your boss. So keep that in mind. And that is a good thing. And it's a bad thing. Depends on how you want to look at it. Number four, your job is not limited to just your local market. You can travel out of town, out of state, providing that whatever gig apps you're doing is available in that area. So I'm in Wichita Falls. If I want to take off and go to Dallas, Texas, I can go and turn on these apps and I can work down there. So you have the flexibility to travel if that's your cup of tea. And the number 5 thing on the positive side is you have the opportunity to see new places and meet new people, which basically means you can make connections with people, and that can lead to other opportunities. So that's a win-win situation. You can talk as little or talk as much as you want to. This job does not require much customer contact. Matter of fact, the majority of the time, it's the drop it and leave it at the door, and you never see the customer. But you may pick up at a restaurant, and you may be talking to the restaurant owner, and they may say, "Have you ever thought about doing this on your own?" You know, there's all kinds of opportunities out there. If you're in a place to find those opportunities, and with a job like this, you're in so many different places, there's a lot of opportunities to meet new people and see new things. Never know what might come about. There's lots of other pros and cons and positive, negatives, whatever you want to call it, to this job. That's just a few of them. And if you have any suggestions, leave them down there in the comments for everybody else to see, including myself. Now, if you just getting into this, check out this playlist right here. This might help you out. In the meantime, y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something, because you're going to grow old if you don't. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.